Hi everyone, Coral here. Thanks for coming on Friday noons to meditate with me. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you want, or whatever you like. You can leave comments if you're watching after. So today we're working with the idea of anatta, or not self. It seems complicated, but it's actually not so complicated. So we're going to do a series of thought experiments today to investigate the notion of selfing, how we do this in our lives. So we're going to try to honestly look at this, and but we're going to do it with kindness and compassion and a sense of possibility. We can move through the world with confidence and not be involved in selfing, though. We can cultivate our own inner strength and wisdom. But we can strive to let self-conceit go, as it causes suffering to ourselves and irritations for others. The mind can become boundless with no limitations and no sense of self. That sounds wonderful. We don't have to prove anything or be anything for anyone, especially right now. And we can let our true nature come forth. We're going to investigate the ways that the body gets stuck or contracted, frozen today. And we're going to try to let go with empathy and clarity. We may notice that we have a feeling in like this body and this mind, and it is ours. It is who we are. Perhaps we are aware of this, or perhaps it's like underneath the surface. It's like unconscious. So if we let go of this self-centeredness in our lives, there can be a freeing sense of spaciousness. We can leave that troublesome ego behind, or let it dissolve or vanish. So we can become more concerned about the energy we bring to being good to others, and that this can be more effortless and less contrived when we're not selfing. And also we can let go of comparison mind. We are no better or no worse than anyone else. Welcome, Ryan and Viviana and other people who've joined us. So let's settle into the meditation today. You can close your eyes if you want. Extend the spine up, or make yourself comfortable lying down or walking, if you're walking, standing. And we'll take some deep breaths. So we'll try a radical new way of looking at our bodies today. If every cell is replaced every 7 years, who are we? Do we think of this body as constant and lasting? And when we think to the body, can we think, not me, not mine? And we can see impermanence and suffering moving in and through this body. And we try not to identify with that or anything happening in the body. Today we may have some emotions in the body. Maybe think to yourself using the phrase, I am. How are you feeling today? So maybe you are sad or tired or happy or confused. There's so many things you can use the phrase I am for. We know we're selfing when we use I. So if we try moving out of the I statement, try some new phrases like maybe anger is moving through the body, or joy is moving through the body. Whatever you're feeling today. Or maybe there is boredom. Or there is satisfaction. The phrase there is can be very helpful. And try to apply there is to how you're feeling today. When we have less identification with what is moving through the body, then we can feel less contracted. When we identify with something in the body, we get stuck inside. There's a feeling of attachment and clinging. So see if you can release any contraction and relax into the body. Our suffering is lessened when the sense of self lessens. All these emotions arise and all of them fade away. And can you feel any pain or uncomfortability in the mind or body? Do we identify ourselves with this pain? Can you just allow it to be there? Or are you struggling, resisting, contracting around it? Knowing that this pain, although it feels permanent perhaps, is moving through the body, arising, changing, shifting, and fading. Not me, not mine. And taking some deep, calming breaths. Are we identifying with any thoughts we're having today or any mind dramas? Can we see them as not mine, moving through me? Can we let go of any unhelpful attachments to these thoughts? The thoughts come into being and fade away. And letting any contractions go that surround your thoughts. Taking some long breaths and calming the body again with kindness. We'll move into a thought experiment around beliefs and opinions. Are you someone who holds strong opinions that these beliefs are yours? Maybe you can think of some of these opinions now. And can you feel into the attachment you have to these ideas? Maybe you can think about a time lately with the person in your life where you felt you were right. That your opinion was right. And this can be a sign of a strong arising of selfing. We can think of the contraction around this time when we were right. Do you want to be right or do you want to be free? And in our days upcoming, when we feel this contraction, it is a chance to develop self-understanding. And taking some deep breaths. Move into the next experiment, into the sense of ownership of me and mine. And think of the things around you right now that you feel are yours. I own these things or this thing. It's not for others, it's for me. Could we relax around this idea? As when we die, we can't take anything with us. Can we lessen the sense of ownership? We can feel liberated and relaxed when we lose our sense of possession. And taking some deep breaths. And thinking about a time maybe when someone criticized you lately. Maybe it's lately or in the past. And where did it hurt? Does it still hurt now? Where did it land in your body? When someone criticizes you, does it get stuck in the ego or the heart? Or do you allow it to move through you like water? And what is your reaction to criticism? Does it affect your sense of self? Your perception of yourself? It's a lot of gymnastics trying to get other people to perceive you as you wish to be perceived. So we can let this go. We can practice letting this go. And taking some more deep breaths together. And we'll move into the thought experiment of blame. It is easy to blame others or the world for our own reactions. Our sense of self can make us feel indignant. You made me angry. Well, no one makes us angry. They create the conditions with unpleasant actions or words. The experience is received in us. Do we try to fix it, the experience? Or do we push it away? Resist in some way? How do we react when we feel anger in the body? We can feel the unpleasant as unpleasant and choose not to react. Although this is more difficult sometimes in practice. And finally, we'll move into the idea of identity. Think of the roles you play in your life, roles that you may have put yourself in or others may perceive you in. Perhaps you are a parent, friend, an ally. Maybe you have a certain profession. But who are you beyond these boxes? Maybe someone in your life at one point told you you weren't good enough, or you told yourself. So you put yourself in the not good enough box. It is possible to let yourself step out of this box. You are enough. We can step out of these limiting beliefs of who we are, into the awareness of selfing. We can step into spaciousness with empathy and kindness to ourselves for the ability to change. And we can let ourselves more fluidly become completely ourselves. We don't need to fit in anywhere. You don't need to be nice. You can embrace your differences and become more expressive. You can let go of ideas of who you are supposed to be, becoming more yourself and more fluid. more open. And I'll end with a quote from Jack Kornfield. The more mature our practice, the more eccentric we become. I like that. So during the next week, when we feel ourselves selfing, we can ask ourselves, well, what is going on? Am I contracting? And also using the words I, me, mine. Notice when you say that and hear it. Notice any contraction. What's your motivation for using those words? And this way, we can become our own teachers. So thanks so much for joining me today, fellow teachers of selves or not selves. Feel free to leave any comments below or say anything you like in the chat. And hopefully we will be here next Friday at noon. There is a chance I might be in somatic training, but hopefully I will be here on my lunch break. And I wish you all a wonderful week experimenting with not selfing or being aware of selfing so it can dissolve. Oh, Jill, it's so nice you're here. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I hope to see you on Zoom or back here soon. Bye.